Greetings and God's peace be with you. My name is Kristofer Lindh-Payne, and I'm one of the co-rectors at St. Francis Episcopal Parish and Community Center. I'm not sure if you were able to see me on the other side of the door with all of the light and the mist forming, but I took just a few seconds to write the words yesterday and tomorrow on all of the condensation that had formed outside the door. And if I wipe from the inside here, it has no impact, but you'll have to take my word for it as it drips down the glass. As I close the door on yesterday and close the door on tomorrow even, I invite us to ponder in this moment today. Now, these readings for today from the book of James. James writes, "Come now, you who say today or tomorrow we will go to such and such a town and spend a year there, doing business and making money. Yet you do not even know what tomorrow will bring. What is your life? For you are a mist that appears for a little while and then vanishes. Instead, you ought to say, if the Lord wishes, we will live and do this or that. As it is, you boast in your arrogance. All such boasting is evil. Anyone then who knows the right thing to do and fails to do it commits sin." In the 5 chapters of the book of James, there's a lot of powerful messaging there. Lots of focus on works, particular care for the poor. It's a really practical text and one that I invite you to read the fullness of. But today, as the reading comes to us in lesser feasts and fasts, I ponder that message, particularly the part where he says, "Yet you do not even know what tomorrow will bring. What is your life? For you are a mist that appears for a little while and then vanishes." I don't know about you, but I got some feelings about that. I like to think of myself as a bit more than the mist, the fog, the haze, the condensation on the glass of a door. I like to think about having a bit more power and control and autonomy than that. James is writing in a way to get our attention and to invite perspective, to remind us of our dependence on God and our connectivity and community. He also invites us to let go of arrogance and to embrace humility in a way that helps us to see that ultimately we are in God's hands. So as I ponder the tracing of those words on the glass, from the outside looking in, yesterday and tomorrow, fully cognizant that yesterday is something that's already occurred, and while there is power and reflection and things that we can learn from it when we are overly focused on what has been, it distracts us from where we are right now. As we spend too much time thinking about where we want or need to be, what tomorrow holds, again, that can take us away from this moment and all of the opportunities that we're presented with. How often do we live our lives thinking that we know what today or tomorrow will be? As James says, we will go to such and such a town and spend a year there doing business and making money. This particular passage, the editorial comment is boasting about tomorrow. At St. Francis, as we strive to walk humbly with God, as we're aware that we really don't know what tomorrow will bring, this gift that we have of now and the ways in which God meets us there, the ways in which we are being shaped in our spiritual lives to focus on all that God is for us right now. As we ponder this life of faith and we ponder our life in community, it's not to say that we shouldn't make plans and be about the ministry that we're called to. But we do have to examine our attachment to that and the perspective that we have that makes us believe that we can control that. It's not that we shouldn't strive, but ultimately we have to let go of those strivings and learn to trust fuller and fuller ways on God. I'm working on this. It's a challenging thing to do, to let go, to surrender and trust. But ultimately, it is the way that we are called to walk in, the way that is resurrection and new life. Thanks for listening. Until next time, Christ's peace be with you.